And I'm gonna share my screen to get our presentation up here. And I struggle with things, just FYI. Okay. How do I do this? Share. Do you guys see Canva? Yes? No? Okay, perfect. And there. You would think I've been doing it for a while. I should know how to do this, but I guess not.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking you were a guru. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm
Here,
just
I
kidding.
figured it out.
The tech guru. The tech guru. You know what? I don't know how to figure it out, these kind of stuff either. So don't worry. You're not alone. You're not alone.
Yeah. Okay. So I kind of decided to name our workshop Discover and Manifest because that's what we're going to do. Very simple. A little bit about me. Most of you already know me. Well, most of you know me, but still a little bit of a background. So I am a certified life coach and NLP practitioner and very, very new a breathwork facilitator. I do have a podcast. I have written my self-love journal and I've spoken at a few events now, so I can call myself a speaker. I'm not going to go too much into my story. Maybe later on in the workshop, it will come up anyways. So I'm not going to go a lot into it, but I think my entire life I have been a life coach. All my friends, relationship issues, this problem, that problem, they would just call me. I was the person who everyone would call me for any problems. And I found as, did we lose Ritika? No, she's here. Okay, she's here. I couldn't see you on the screen. And as someone just said, who said that I find, Upasana said that I want uncomplicated people, but I attract complicated people. So I was attracting all the people who had challenges in their life, who were going through something. And I found through that because, and it keeps happening over and over. And my husband used to always joke, he's like, what's with you always solving everyone's life problems? And that's what made me realize that this is what I love doing. I love helping people figure out stuff when they are in a situation, when they're going through hard times, when they're facing challenges. I love doing that. So I decided to make that my profession, and here I am. Okay, so today in the vision board workshop, we are first going to do the meditation. Then I will do the three most important questions activity. Has anyone heard of it before? No? Yes, Upasana, you have heard about it? Okay. It is so good. I just love it. So Upasana can say that if she's seen it, it's going to be amazing. Then we'll set some intentions and then we'll go to the vision board. I'll give you some tips at the end on how to take action on your goals. So we're going to start with the meditation right away. We're getting into it. Be brave enough to live the life of your dreams according to your vision and purpose instead of the expectations and opinions of others. Let me stop sharing. And a couple of you have joined my workshops before, and you know how much challenge I had with music, with meditation. I think I figured it out. I tested it twice today and it worked. So it should work. Let's see. Now that Zoom allows us to actually do audio. Yes, I think I should be able to. Okay, so I'm going to start the music. Tell me if you can hear it. Can anyone hear the music?
Sunny, you might have to re-let me in on my computer.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Okay, I'll just wait for Upasana to hop on her other.
I
Okay,
don't hear music.
you don't hear the music? Can anyone else hear the music?
I can hear the music.
Okay,
I
good.
can hear. Yeah.
Should I put it louder?
I can hear the music too.
Okay, so the purpose is that you can still hear me over the music, so I don't want to make it too loud. Let me know if this is good. Sometimes when I'm doing meditation, I tend to speak at a lower volume, so is this good? And you can hear the music
It's
and
good.
perfect. Let's do
I still don't hear it, but I think I know which meditation you're doing. I can.
It's
Oh,
the, it's
no, no,
the,
no. I hear it.
you
I
hear
hear
it
it.
now? Okay. Hey, volume up, down, anything, or is it good? Perfect. Oh, look at that. How did that happen? I think Zoom recognized my hand gestures. Okay, so we're going to start with, I'm not starting yet, but I just want to give some tips here. Just be comfortable. If you are sitting on a chair, if you can put your feet on the ground, that's usually very, very good because you're connected to Mother Earth and it's kind of grounding. If you're not, it's okay. You can sit cross legged, whatever. If you think during meditation you want to turn your camera off, that's okay. You can do that. I'm going to do box breathing at the beginning. So if you've never done box breathing, it's basically you breathe. I'm not going to do box breathing. I'm going to do triangle breathing because I'm not doing the fourth part of it. So you're going to breathe in for count of four, hold for four, and breathe out for four. And then breathe in for four, hold for four, breathe out for four. That's the pattern we're going to do. Okay. Okay, I want you to be comfortably seated so you can be relaxed. Have all your distractions put away. Nothing can get in your way, and nothing that's going to impact you. Be really focused, and I want you to have an open mind. When you visualize and think about everything you're capable of. Back in your chair, close your eyes, and relax your whole body. No legs crossed, no arms crossed, eyes closed. Put your palms on your lap, palms facing up. Let the energy flow to and through your body. Your body is made up of energy. There is energy all around. Relax your body. Gently close your eyes and take a deep, feel the air, feel your lungs, and exhale. Tension or distraction. Now take a few grounding. So inhale for one, two, three, four. Hold, three, two, one, and breathe out. Two, inhale, one, two, three, four. Hold, three, two, one. Let go. Two, three, four. Breathe in. Two, three, four. Hold. Three, two, and breathe out. Two, three, four. Continue the breathing. And as you're breathing, I want you to breathe in love, joy, happiness. When you breathe out, I want you to breathe out all the sadness, the worry, the anxiety. Breathe in. Two, three, four. Hold. Two, three, four. Breathe out. Two, one. Breathe in. Two, hold. Two, three, four. And breathe out. Two. Now just come back to your regular breathing. Feel the energy of earth being grounding you, supporting. And I want you to set an intention for this meditation. Universe or source or God or higher power, whoever you want to reach out to today. Please show me what I need to see today. I believe I'm at the right place, right time, and I will be open to whatever that is meant for you today. Now I want you to imagine a funnel of lavender energy swirling above your head, and the point of the funnel going right into your head. This lavender energy flowing to your head. This lavender energy is circling to the top of your head. It moves down to your face, down to your neck, your shoulders, and as it is to your body. Imagine it as a gentle wave of relation as it passes through every part of your body, down through your chest, through your stomach, hips, knees, shins, all the way of your toes. In that relaxation energy. And now I want you to envision a door in front of you. This is the door to your future. It is made especially for unique only to you. Notice its color, texture, and the way it makes you. When you're ready, open the door, step through it into your perfect day in the future. Imagine you have just stepped into a place where all your goals are met. You have achieved your highest dreams. You have the abundance in the past. All of your work is paid off. You have the freedom. You have everything that you want. Look around you. Where are you? What can you see? Engage all your senses. Hello, now, sense that's around you. Feel the air on your skin. Are you indoors or outdoors? Who is with you in this perfect moment? Are you in a house? A certain type of house? Is it a lake house? Beach house? Is it a cottage? Are you on an acreage with your own farm? Look around with a great open space, an ocean, maybe a lake. Yes. In this space, I want you to connect with your deepest passion and what are you doing? Perfect day. The true self. Feel the joy and the fulfillment that comes with your passion. What does this passion look like? How does it make you feel you? Who is with you in enjoying that view as you live on you. Are you celebrating something? Are you celebrating a milestone? Are you celebrating achieving your dreams? Visualize your achievement. How does how does it feel in your heart, your body, your soul? Let that feeling feel the gratitude of having it all. How does it feel when it's no longer with that want any negativity in your life? Now, I want you to look around and find a mirror. It could be a mirror on the wall, maybe a mirror in the bathroom, maybe a reflection in the lake. You could even just be looking down at yourself. Look at yourself in that mirror or that reflection. Look at the way you're dressed. Look at the way you stand, the confidence you have in your eyes. Look at your eyes and say, I did it. I did it. Feel the pride in never giving up, deciding that you were going to achieve this and going after it. Celebrate all your hard work, your power. As you look in the mirror, say thank you. Thank you to the woman in the mirror. Thank you to your present self. Thank you to the you today. I did take the first step. Never gave up. Who believed in herself. Who went for her dreams. Feel that for this day where you have achieved all your dreams and goals. Stay in that emotion. Gently bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers. Feel the breath. When you're ready, you can open your eyes, bringing back with you the sensation, the vision, the emotions of your perfect I didn't put anyone to
I almost did like fell asleep. I'm like, oh shit.
sleep. Turn off the music, even though. But a bad prayer is just my favorite. It's so
You'll have to share that one. That's actually really good music.
yes, absolutely, I will. Yeah, it's called Devi Prayer. It's on Spotify. But yeah, I can
Okay.
definitely share that.
Awesome. Thank you.
How does everyone feel? Does anyone want to share something?
I definitely fell asleep a couple times.
Okay. And that's okay. You know, in meditation, when you sleep, you're actually in between the awake state and the sleep state, and your subconscious is still doing the work.
Mhm.
So it's totally okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also tells that you probably had a long day
Every day.
every day. Anyone else wants to share anything?
But it was awesome. I've never done a guided one before. I've always tried it myself and I can't last more than 30 seconds. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm done. But I would say I followed 60% of what you said, minus
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 when you fell asleep, but your subconscious was still listening to it. So it's okay. Okay, let's share the screen again.
You know what I noticed, Sunny, is I cannot do unassisted one, but with you, it was so easy. It's like flowing. So I never did like one with the assisted either before, and I tried to do it by myself. And your mind is like a squirrel brain sometime, and it just like goes, oh, that need to be done. Oh, that need to be done. Oh, I need to get that done, right? So, but with your voice, it was so soothing that I just fell like right into place. So that was amazing. Thank you.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Awesome. Okay, so are we ready to move on? Does anyone else want to share anything? No?
maybe you can
Me,
just
I
run
guess.
meditation sessions too.
I'm actually I've been planning to record one. I keep saying that and I don't do it. And thank you so much for saying that, Tina, because I really judge my voice, and we all do that, right? Self-criticism. And I'm like, I don't think my voice is soothing enough. I shouldn't do meditation. So
Oh no, you're the most soothing person I've ever met. Oh God.
thank you.
You, as I said, like just like Upasana, I fall asleep almost. I was like, stay awake, stay awake.
So when you guys can't sleep at 10 p.m., call me. I'll put you to sleep.
Just talk us. Yes, that would be nice.
But not you, Tina, because that would be too late for me. Your time. But okay. Rinky, were you saying something? No?
Yeah, I was gonna say I was because I've done your vision board workshop years ago as well. Like we've done it for a few years now. I was noticing, or in my head was coming how it's different than kind of the first ones. Like it's more like fine tuned, I guess.
Yes,
Like
it
the first
is.
few times it was like
Yeah.
very vague. It's like I don't know what to imagine, and now I can like see more precise things.
Yeah, I'm very excited about the changes. It used to be very masculine, for the lack of a better word. Like, what are your goals? What are the numbers? What do you, it used to be like, what do you want to do? And I'm really focusing on the feminine energy and going in and really talking to our soul and then setting the goals or intentions based on that. Okay, so let's do the three most important questions. It's a really amazing way of setting your life goals and then bringing them down to your 1 year goals or intentions or whatever you want to call it. This is from Vishen Lakhiani from Mind Valley. And if you don't know him, just go find him, just go look for Mind Valley. He's amazing. But this one, I think he also took it from this guy, and I can't remember his name, but he's the one from the Life book. So he took it from him, and that's what it is. The idea behind three most important questions is that we look at these three circles that you see here, experiences. So instead of saying, oh, my, and we will go into areas of life later, like health and family and all, we'll go into that. But we're looking at it from a broader perspective on number one, what experiences do you want to have in life? Instead of saying, oh, I want to make money, I want to make so much money, I want to lose weight, we're like, what experiences do you want to have? Okay, well, you know what? I want to travel. What do you need for travel? money. So money is not the end goal. End goal is travel, or end goal is a bigger house, or end goal is buying a car, or making sure my kids have things that they need. Those are the end goals. Money is just a means to get that. So money is usually not a big motivator unless we take that money and we tie it to an end goal. Okay, what is money going to do for me? If I want to make, and everyone, I know people say, oh, I want to make this much money, this much money. That's good. Good to have that number as a goal. But what does that number really mean for you? How does that change your life? How does it make your life better or your family members' life better? So that's what we're going to look at. Number one, what experiences do you want to have in your life? And then number two, what growth? So growth is to have those experiences. Who do you need to be? How do you need to grow so that you're able to have those experiences? And then the last one is contribution. When you grow to be that person and you're having those experiences, how are you giving back? How are you contributing to the world? And as we go further, it will make more sense. So that's the three main areas. So the few things that I want you to remember is number, mean goal and end goals. So what is the means to getting that end? So you gotta be able to differentiate between the two. And maybe as we talk, if you think, okay, my goal is to lose weight, ask yourself why. And then the why would tell you the end goal. I want to lose weight, but why? Oh, because I want to be more active. Okay, why? Oh, because I want to be able to go hiking with my kids. Now that's maybe an end goal because that's what brings you joy. So losing weight is just a means for you to achieve that end goal of going hiking with your kids or being able to do mountain climbing or rock climbing or anything, any activities, maybe go swimming, whatever the activities, be able to dance. So that's the whole idea. The other thing I want you to be more aware of is something that Vishen calls rules. So not the rules, but rules. And rules are bullshit rules. Basically, it's the rules that the world told us. The world said, oh, you got to own a house, you have got to have a white picket fence, 3 bedrooms, you got to get married, you got to have 2 kids, you got to have this, you got to go to college, you got to go get a job. These are the rules that the world told us. But who says we got to fit in those rules? We don't. These are bullshit rules. And I'm not saying that we all who are doing that are not like doing that, but the point is, what more? What's more that you want to achieve? What's more that you can get? And that comes from asking yourself, is this the absolute truth or is this a relative truth? So if someone says, oh, you got to get married and have kids to live a happy life, is that an absolute truth? Or is that just a relative truth which works for some people or society at large, but not for everyone? Or you got to go to college, you got to go to university, you got to get your degree, but is it really needed? Or, and I'm not saying don't do that, don't go. We will talk about how you're going to grow on achieving those skills, but it's about really asking, is this what I need to do? So to give you an example, I got my life coaching certification. Then I said, oh, well, I want to do NLP. So I went and did NLP practitioner program. I got my certification. Then I'm like, oh, you know what? I should do breath work. So I went and got my breath work certification. Now the rules are telling me, oh, you know what? I should do a master's in counseling. And I literally went and searched the programs and everything. And then I said, but why? Why am I doing this? I'm such an amazing coach. My clients tell me that I'm doing the work that I want to do, but I just, that conditioning or programming that you just need that stamp. Oh yeah, now you have a master's. Just that stamp. My bachelor's is in psychology, but I just at that time, I did my bachelor's while I was pregnant. And then I had a little baby and I just couldn't go for master's at that time. But now when I look back, I'm like, but why do I need to do it? Just to prove to someone that here I have a certificate because I already am so good at it. So that's what I'm talking about, rules. Now we're going to do the actual exercise. So the experiences. Do you all have your journal, by the way? I didn't even ask that. Does everyone have their journal? If you don't have the journal, you do. Okay, perfect. Even if you don't have it, it's just these questions that we're answering and you can just do it on a pen, like any notebook, paper, pen, whatever, anything. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to give you a time. We're not going to do this forever because I don't want you to overthink. When we have too much time, we overthink things. So we're going to put like a 2 minutes timer on each one of them, and that's all you're going to get. But I'll explain before we start. So experiences usually come in these 4 areas of our life. Your love or your romantic relationships, your friendships, the adventures that you want to have in your life, the fun and adventure and all that. And the last one is the environment. Environment means, where are you living? Are you living in what kind of a house? Are you traveling and staying in lavish hotels, or are you doing backpacking? Are you more of a camping kind of person, or are you more of a, I'm going to go stay in a hotel, or I'm going to Airbnb it? Even within your house, do you have like a big house, or are you more of a cottage person? Are you more of a person who loves to maybe raise animals on a farm? So that's what environment means. So these are the 4 areas we are going to focus on. And we're going to write about what experience do I want to have in my lifetime, and who are the people I wish to enjoy these experiences with. The reason I talk about people here, or he talks about people here, is because the first two, love, relation, and friendship, is about people. So you don't have to write sentences here. You can just like literally jot down words. Let me give you an example. I just started working on my vision board. I haven't finished it yet. But here's my vision board, empty. But what I did the 3 most important thing, and I wrote the experiences here, the growth here, and then I have the contributions in this, and I've divided it into 3 parts. So if you look at the experiences, let me read a couple for you. So I said travel. I would love to travel to 50 countries, go on cruises, be close to a beach. For living, I said I want to live near water, where it's warm in winters. For fun, I said I want to have unique experiences, theater, concerts, dining. And then for relationships, I said family time, spend time with my extended family, deeper connections. So those are the things. Experiences, another thing I wrote was dancing, being able to speak at events around the world. So these are all the experiences I want to have. So does that kind of give a picture? Just go wild, whatever you saw in the meditation, anything. We're going to put a timer. And to help you, I'm going to give you some prompts just to get you started as you go. Yeah.
So like it says love, relationship, friendships. What are our goals for those?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
we
Like
wanna
what
put- okay.
experiences you want to have with those people also, like deeper connection, be able to like have family time, love relationship, like, so maybe if one of us here, let's say, is still looking for that partner, then what do you want in that relationship? What kind of relationship you want? Or if you already have a partner, me and my husband, then maybe I can say, you know what, I want to be able to have more conversations with him, spend more quality time with him. So those kind of things. I'm going to put a timer for 2 minutes. We're going to do the experiences. As you're writing, I'm going to read some questions here. Maybe that would help you kind of get more ideas. So let me put 2 minutes on the clock, and that's all you're going to get. Ready? And our time starts now. So what do I want to experience in life? If I had unlimited resources, what would my life look like? Who will be there with me? What kind of experiences I want to have with friends and family? What kind of a house do I live in? Where do I travel? What activities or hobbies am I engaging in? How are my relationships? What does success look like for me? What can I buy with all the money that I have? Unlimited amount? Or what can I experience with all the unlimited amount of money I have? 30 seconds to go. Okay, time is up. How's it going? Did everyone get like a long list? Yes, no, maybe? Does anyone want to share something? Maybe a couple?
Sure, I'll go.
Okay.
I would like a loving, supporting, equal partner that's been there emotionally, mentally, and physically. Doesn't need to be there financially. um, have a loving relationship with my siblings. Supporting and cheering friends, non-toxic friends, obviously. People like that can, for me, I soak up people's energy very often because if you're miserable, I am miserable. If you're cheery, I'm cheering. But most likely, and you know that Sunny, I'm like bubbly person by personality. So I like to meet somebody like me who's open-minded, risk taker. I would like to own a property. I know I don't own a property in Canada, but I want to own that's not what my dream is. I want to I want to own a property in India. If money wasn't an issue, and that's my end goal, obviously. And the other goal I have is, of course, money is not the goal in here. But when you say environment, I want to feel like I put environment plus fulfillment. So I want to open up a girls' school because majority of the girls in India, and of course, majority of us probably came from if like none of us born in Canada, we came from India. I know my mom was stopped to go to school because she's a girl, like that. You were talking about that BS rules, Sunny. So I wanted to open up a school for girls and where all their education is paid for up to grade 12.
That's beautiful.
That's,
That's such a
thank you.
beautiful goal. Okay, anyone else wants to share a couple? Yes, no?
I kind of feel like my goal is becoming to help Tina now.
I
keeps
love
going.
it.
That's beautiful. I
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know what? I seen my mom going through that whole dust life, and that's what I do. My biggest why, what I do right now is my mom. She was my role.
amazing.
She was my role model. She is my role model, actually.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, are we ready to move on to the next one, or does anyone want to? Ritika, what came up? I want to know if you want
Actually,
to share.
very basic. No, it's nothing like I don't want to share, but they are like as this is my first session, I have never done any even meditation before. And to be very frank, the meditation part was little distractive. Like somewhere my thoughts were like going somewhere, and then I was coming back, and then so it was fine, but I enjoyed it a lot. Here in love relationship, I want to be more like cheerful, I would say, because lately I feel it's more, I'm getting like frustrated, or I don't know why, the anger, which I never was before, but now I feel that that anger comes very quickly into me. I want to be more cheerful, which I am. Otherwise, like everybody knows me, like, very cheerful person, but that I can feel like it's, especially with my husband. And I just want to spend more quality time, support him a lot, because life in Canada is, it's more stressful. I feel more discussion, and we need more support to each other. We need to give that. And regarding friendship, I want more positive and focused person, near me, I have a lot of friends, but then I want more focused ones who can, tell me, even in my career, they can help me. It's rather than just laughing and having fun time. I want, like, okay, the discussion should be like I can even discuss my career and my goals with them also. So that kind of friendship I need now. And adventure, I love traveling. So that would be as much I can do. So yeah, that's it. I couldn't write much more because environment, I just need to set up my business or something. I have not yet decided what kind, but I see myself as something, somebody very successful, helping more people who can join me or something like that. But let's see, I'm just figuring out things.
Awesome. I love it. Actually, a lot. You have a lot in there. And I just want to talk about one small thing. You said that you're getting angry and frustrated more. Our emotions are usually a GPS to what's
Mhm.
going on deep inside. And they're also the GPS to healing.
Yeah.
And then when I look at it and you're talking, but I want to do some kind of business, you mentioned that a few times. So there's that, that I have more potential. And at
Yeah.
the certain age in our life, at a certain stage in our life, it's all about, reaching our full potential and self-actualization. And that then shows up as anger and frustration in other areas.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said that friendship, you want people who are, positive and supportive. Well, right here, you got them, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Pinky, do you want to share?
Yeah, sure. So I wrote for adventure, like traveling and specifically like seeing new cultures. Um, um, I also put in like an all-inclusive experience. It's like kind of on my bucket list. Um, environment, I put like
Which
live
you're
by
going to do
water.
in November?
Yeah, maybe. Live by water and nature. Like even in the meditation, I often see that, and that's like a cottage, land, that kind of stuff. Um, what else? Love relationships. I put like meaningful connections, like-minded friends, conflict-free relationships, and like understanding. Um, and that like goes both ways. Conflict-free being like me being able to show up and I guess manage, regulate, self-regulate myself and not be triggered by others, but then also expecting others to show up for me, like demanding what I want in a relationship. What else did I miss? Yeah, that's it. I
Okay.
think I put something like going to cute cafes.
Well, you live in Montreal, you have tons of those around you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the end goal being going to cute cafes, the means being getting a job after I finish schooling, so I can go to cute cafes.
Yeah, and that's perfect example. That's the whole idea behind this, right? You're looking at what experiences do you want to have, and then we'll come down to what you need to do in order to get those experiences. Okay, the second part, again, we're going to do 2 minutes. This is growth. So all the things that you wrote, to do those, what do you need to be? How do you need to grow? What skill? So number one, health and fitness. So if you have like travel, let's say, or if you have dancing or whatever, then in your health, what do you need to do? How do you need to grow? What do you need to do? Be, who do you need to be when it comes to health and fitness? Then intellectual life, do you need to learn more skills? Do you need to like take a program, or do you need to learn by yourself? Is there a specific area of your life that you need to learn in? So just to give you some examples, in my growth, I wrote, oh gosh, speaking, and I'm already like, I'm part of Toastmasters, and also I said like skill set, I want to be a better speaker. I want to install humor into my speaking, which I feel like I don't do enough. And then I said music. In health, I said building muscle, dancing, yoga, biking, eating healthy. And then I said meditation, learn about chakras. That's one of my goals. I want to learn about chakras. Time management, read more books. So, like the skill sets, basically. So that's what we're now going to talk about. Usually the growth one falls into these 4 categories: health and fitness, intellectual, skills, and spiritual life. Any questions before we start the timer? Okay, so 2 minutes was good. Ready. Time starts now. So how do I want to grow and develop myself? What new skills do I want to learn? What languages do I want to master? What character traits do I want to improve? How can I learn to take better care of myself? How can I take better care of my mental health? Write down anything you want to develop in your life. One minute. Okay, time is up. How did that go? Done? Okay, I'm not going to discuss this because I just saw it's already 8 o'clock. So let's do the third one and then we'll come back and quickly check in with everyone. So the last one is contribution. There has been research, actual research experiments done where people who were giving more back were higher on the happiness scale. And this research study actually had people hook into the machines, whatever you call them, ECGs and whatever. No, I think the brain one is what's that one? EEG machine and all that. And they found that when people were visualizing giving back to the community, doing charity work, their brain waves showed that they were calmer and they were happier. So contribution, we all feel frustrated, and this comes back to what we were talking about, Ritika. We all kind of start getting angry and antsy and frustrated when we're not able to contribute to this world. And that doesn't mean only charity. That means career. How are we contributing in terms of from our work perspective? Upasana said that it's her passion. She's a realtor, and it was always her passion to help people build that house, build that family, because house is not just 4 walls. And she's doing that. So career, creativity. Ritika, you said you're a creative person. So how are you contributing in terms of creation? It doesn't have to be money or career. Me doing my podcast, that's me doing something creative, giving back, sharing value, sharing with people. So are you doing artwork? Are you writing book? That book that needs to be written. I'm sure each one of you have a book in you. So that book that you have to write, that podcast, maybe maybe you're making TikToks or reels. That's your creativity. You're sharing joy and happiness with people. Then family life. How are you contributing in terms of your family? Where do you fit in that family circle and what's your contribution? And then finally in the community and charity. A few things that I wrote, just as an example. Help women show up and love themselves. Workshops for youth and young women specifically. Speak at youth events, universities, colleges, creativities, my podcast, dancing, family, more passion, more connection, growth mindset, and then community and the charity, sponsor a child, sponsor a girl child, create youth programs for girls in India to make them believe in themselves more. So those are a few things that I wrote. Tina, your school for girls would go in here actually, in contribution. Now, when it comes to the last one, which is the community and charity, it doesn't have to be only money. It's all these things. How are you helping the community in terms of time, service, knowledge, like podcast is knowledge, money. So again, donations and food banks or whatever, and connections. Maybe you're just a person who's helping people connect. That's a community service. So that's what's going to go in this one, contribution. How do I wish to contribute or give back to the world? 2 minutes. And this is where your career will also come. Just a reminder. And the times, any questions? No? Okay, time starts now. How could I contribute to my family, friends, society, city, or even the entire planet? No matter how big or small your ideas, write down everything that comes to you. What is the legacy that you want to leave behind? How can you make the world a better place? What problem do you want to solve for the planet? "45 seconds left. All right. Neeta, did I lose you in between? Because when I was talking to everyone, I didn't see you.
I'm right here.
I don't know. I was like looking at screen. I'm like, where's Neeta? And now I scrolled down and you were there.
Yeah,
Sorry, I totally missed you. I'm like, where is she? I don't see her.
that's okay.
Okay, so let's start with you then.
In terms of contribution,
Anything, maybe two things from the experience, maybe two from growth and two from there.
so because I speak French fluently, I do French tutoring, but I like to grow that. I like to have more kids to tutor,
Nice.
and I mean I find it fun because for me it's easy, and I just tutored a girl and she's like very happy and she built up her confidence. So that's one portion of the growth that I like to bring into not really my career, but just on the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rinky's raising her hand. You have a student there.
Okay.
Okay, anyone else wants to share any, and again, just maybe a couple things from growth and contribution. Let's start with with Upasana?
So for growth, I feel like fitness it's a big goal for me this year. I want to get back to weight training. I was doing really well, but I kind of last year was a little tough for me. So I want to get back into that and just really want to add yoga back into my um fitness journey too, because I was doing yoga for a while, but um yeah, I stopped for many, many years. I actually found out I'm pregnant when I fainted in a hot yoga class. So since then, I had kind of been spooked and I didn't go back to yoga for a long time. I did a few months ago and I want to do that again. And in the growth, I'll go again. I want to read more books and do that and skills like train and stuff like that. But in spiritual, I would like to meditation is really what I would like to focus on and read. I thought of you when I wrote that because you said that your mind kept wandering. I think that's normal. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's how mine is too, that this is the first time because I've done the guided. It's the first time it's been little better wandering than it's in the past when I've done it myself. I have a long list of checklist of, oh my God, I have to do this, 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 this. It wanders. That's all it does. So I do want to focus on that. In contribution, I wrote in career that I personally want to help like always as many families as possible, but I would like to help at least 20 to 24 families in 2024 and be a part of their journey. Because yeah, it's just, you're buying a house, but I always say that real estate is not just, you're not just buying a house, you're buying a life. This is home. So I want to be a part of that journey and I want to be a part of that experience. So I always don't take it for granted. I'm very thankful to be a part of that journey. So yeah, and then just, creative. I would like to go back to painting again and spend more time with family, which has always been a top priority. And community, just continue to do the charity work that I do, but also find better ways to involve my family in it too. So yeah, that's what I had.
Love it, love it, love it. I love that you said you want to help 20 to 24 families. And it seems like your and mine are very similar, yoga and weight training. That's been my passion. 2023 beginning, I said I'm going to be consistent, and I'm so proud that I started yoga in March last year and I've been very consistent. And then I started I was doing weight training off and on, but I became more consistent by the end of the year. So love it.
Awesome.
And meditation, oh my gosh, I'm your girl. I love meditation.
Awesome.
And to tell you frankly, I started 6 years ago, first time I sat down and meditated, and yeah, the brain is like, that is the time when you think of everything possible.
Everything.
All the lists, all the shopping, grocery list, kiddo schools, this, that. But
even people I haven't talked in 6 months pop up in my head. Yeah.
yeah, which means, you know what? That's actually, if you think about it, because you calmed down and you're not distracted by a million things, those people came to your brain,
True.
right? So that's the beginning. That is the beginning. And then the reason it's called meditation practice is because it comes with practice. If you don't give up on yourself, continue practicing. And then, of course, I'm going to give you tons of tips, but not today. Okay, if anyone wants to share anything else, drop it in the chat because I want to move on. I want to respect your time and I don't want to keep anyone here longer than I promised. When you set an intention, the universe, that's my spelling there. The universe conspires to give you the inspiration to make it happen. But you have to speak it out. You have to ask for it. You have to set an intention. And now we're going to get into the next part of our journal.
Can you
where
go
we-
back to that slide? I want to take a picture of that if you don't mind.
Yes, absolutely. The picture of my wrong spelling of universe. And by the way, if you're having any aha moments, since Upasana said
Thank you.
here, I just thought of that. If you're having any aha moments, if this is giving you value, take a picture, take a screenshot, go share it on your Instagram, and don't forget to tag me, Sunny_Lamba. That was my shameless pitch. So take a picture of the of your laptop that, hey, I'm doing my vision board, I'm working on this, and then please tag me. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next page on your journal where I have 1, 2, 3 things you're going to write in every area. So we did the big work. Now I want you to take it small to just 1 year, just 2024. And in every area, maybe only pick 1 thing, so 2 things or 3 things. Maximum 3, actually 3 is too much. I would say 1 to 2 things in each area. So the first one was experience. So there's love, relationships, friendships, adventure, environment. Then the next one is growth. So health and fitness, intellectual life, skills, spiritual life. And then the last one is contribution, career, creativity, family life, and community. So it's that page on your journal. Maybe I can open that as well, in which there's like little squares, I think, if I remember. Do I have the journal open here? I'll open the journal, but you guys know which page am I on?
Yeah, hold on.
I think it's 6.
Page 4.
Okay. I don't know. I'm opening it. Whatever page that
Page
is.
4 and
This one,
5.
okay.
I think.
Okay. So I'll share my screen so that you can see where I am. Now that I have the journal up here. My pretty journal. I love it. And oh, I had it open. Where did it go? There. So that's the page. So write 1 to 3 things that you would like to achieve in the 12 areas of your life in this year. So just 1 thing in love relationship, one or 2 or 3 in friendships, adventure. And this should not take very long. How much time should I give you? Because you're literally taking what you wrote and picking things and just plugging it in here. 1 or 2 things which are your top priority for this year, so that you can achieve your goal one day, your big goal, big C goal. I'll just put 2 minutes, but let me know when you're done. So how's everyone doing? That was 2 minutes. If you need more time, like another minute or so, just, yeah, take your time.
Can I have another minute?
Yeah, absolutely. And if anyone is already done, do you want to give me any one area of your life? What's your big goal, big intention?
Sorry, I don't want to be talking so much, except
No,
everybody else.
it's all good.
But, you know, I did this. I actually got this. I'm sorry, like, you know, this is something I got it like recently from one of my, it's called Awakening Your Brilliance Result System. It's got yearly intention book and it's also got daily journaling thing.
Ooh,
So I just got this. So it's got like family goals, it's got like personal growth goals, five of those, and then why these goals are important for you right beside it. So I was working on it before that. So I just wanted, like, you know, because Sunny, I was hitting this creativity wall because every single time I wrote it down, I put like erase it and then rewrite it again because I thought they were very fluffy and they were surfaced thing. They were not deep enough that like make you out of jump you out of the make you jump out of the bed in the morning. Why kind of. So I was looking for some creativity today, which is I got it from the girls. Thank you, girls. So some of these area of like, I would say that I am talking about the growth part of like that was like really big for me.
mhm.
It's really big for me for sure, because I am looking into reading more books for sure, like personal growth books. And I read like lots of romance novel when I was teenager. Ask my sister.
We all
Right? I wish I had put that down and like picked up the personal growth books. I will thank myself today very much.
do, but you know
Um,
what? You at least were reading and you're in the
yeah,
habit of reading. So now you
yeah,
can do whatever you want.
right. And you know what? Run my schedule on what I booked. Like, first of all, I like to pre-book my day. That's what I want to do. That's like biggest lack in my discipline per day. So growth. And I wanted to have day pre-planned the night before and also run by the schedule, whatever's in my calendar instead of my feelings. Oh, it's minus 40 today. You know, I don't feel like going. So I'm just going to stay in my pajamas. You know what? Obviously, if I was working at some corporate job, like I wouldn't have that luxury because I run my business, but I should be running with the same discipline that like, hey, I need to get out,
Can I
get there.
challenge you on that a little bit?
Go for it, please.
When you started your business is because you wanted to run it with passion and with your emotions.
Yes.
We live in a very masculine world where it's all about, okay, you set your day, you set your appointments, you do this, do this. I want you to take some time to meditate
Okay.
or close your eyes and
I am getting there. Yeah.
connect with the soul of your business, because your business has a soul.
Yeah.
Your business has its own soul. It's a living, breathing entity. Connect with the soul of your business and see what the soul of your business is asking you for.
Okay.
So when we women run businesses, they have to be coming from a feminine energy, and your feminine energy says not minus 40, but something else is there.
Right.
Right? There is something else. So when you're feeling that, as I said earlier, your emotions are a GPS to your something, dig deep in. So when you feel like, oh, you know what, today I don't want to feel like doing this, journal. Take some minutes, take some time, just journal about it. Why am I feeling this way? When you journal, what happens is you take that feeling out and you put it on paper, and then you're ready for your day to attend the next meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like big thing that's been coming up for me like a lot since 2023 is healing from childhood trauma. That's making
You and
me
me
who I
both,
am.
girl. You and me both, and everyone else on this
Yeah.
Zoom call.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
All
You
of
know
us.
what? That's why I relate to you very much more than anybody else, because I think you go through the same thing sometime when I read like your post. By the way, the podcast on last week for this is why I got like my work already, because I already listened to that podcast. But you were saying, oh, hey, this is like this, and you didn't like if you didn't work on your vision board, don't worry about it. You just get started whenever. And then and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna listen to podcasts too. And I did, and it was eye-opening. And thank you very much for sharing all your insight in there. I loved it.
I'm so glad. And yes, if anyone hasn't listened to it, this week's podcast, I talked about setting intentions for the year and all this stuff that we are doing now, but that goes into the hows and the whys and all that. Okay. Is everyone done with this? This part a little bit? You got started? You can always, like, you have the journal right now, just kind of we'll do some work and then you're going to take it back and work more on it. The last part of the journal, like I'll show you. All this part we're not doing on here today. This is for you to take back as homework. So I'll tell you when we get there. But as long as you have something in all those, even if all the columns are not full, all the boxes are not filled up, send me a message. We can talk about it more to figure out what's going on here to help you. And we all go through phases. There will be a phase in your life, 3 months, where you're like, okay, you know what? I have no time for spirituality. My focus is my career right now. Because we cannot be giving our 10 in all the areas of our life. We only have 100% of energy. So if you're giving 80% to career, everything else is going to have some less. And that's okay. And then you will be like, okay, there was this, I'm going to use Tina as an example. She's account. So there was tax season. So my 100% energy was da 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 da. Okay, now I can breathe. Let me focus on my spiritual life. Let me focus on my creativity. Let me focus. And that's okay. We all go through ebbs and flows, and that's the phases of life. Rinki is a student right now. For her, it's like intellectual life, my study. So there are other areas of her life that are going to take a back seat for the moment. And studies are going to be on the driver's seat, and that's okay. The next part is setting an intention. What I mean by intention, so if you listen to the podcast, you're already ahead of me here, but there's a difference between goals and intentions. Goals are more like numbers. I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to meditate 5 days a week for 20 minutes every day. That's goals. Intentions are more like qualitative. For example, for love relationships, my intention is to be more present in my relationships. That's the intention. That's it. My intention is to be more open in communication in my love relationship, to have open communication. In friendships, my intention is to show up for my friends. My intention is to be honest. If I'm expecting honest, genuine people, then my intention is to be that person first. That's intentions. So in every area of our life, we can set some intention. So then what happens is when we have that intention, everything else, the goals and all, kind of work out themselves. But your intention is the driving force. So for example, for health and fitness, you can say, okay, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to gain muscle. I want to do this. But what's your overall intention? My intention for 2024 is to be my healthiest version ever. So now when I open the pantry to take out a piece of chocolate, Rinki, do not laugh, but I'm going to ask myself that question. Is this in alignment with my intention? And please don't judge me. I'm still going to eat it. But anyways, I'm going to ask that question. So that intention is basically, which is holding you accountable. Okay, so my intention was to be my healthiest version. Is this chocolate a part of that? Maybe it is because right now my mental health needs it. Maybe it is a part of that. Or maybe I'm still going to eat it. But you see where I'm going with that. So that is what intentions are. Environment, for example, my intention is to have a very calm, loving environment around me. That's my intention. So now when you get angry or frustrated or something, again, I'm not saying suppress your emotions, but you could process them by writing them down, talking to someone, meditating, going for a walk, then you're not suppressing them. Suppressing is when you pick up your phone and start scrolling. That's suppressing and numbing your emotions. But maybe, okay, you know what? I want to have a calm environment. And right now, maybe communicating with my partner is the first thing that's going to help me have that calm environment. So what are your intentions? That's what we are going to do in this part. Any questions? Because I know there's so much. I really this time thought, okay, I have so less stuff. We're going to get it done in an hour and a half, but it never happens. Never. Any questions? Okay. So just one line. I have put 2 lines there, but you just have to set one intentions in every area. My intention is to be honest. My intention is to be loving. My intention is to, I'm talking about love relationships here. My intention is to have a deeper connection. In friendships, my intention is to show up for my friends. My intention is to create new relationships, new friendships. I intend to be more giving in my friendships. I intend to be more open in my friendships. Adventure, my intention is to be more seeking, like seeking more adventures. Or my intention is to not let fear stop me from being adventurous. My intention is to not let the rules stop me, because the rules might say that 47-year-old Sunny, you should not think about rock climbing. And then your arms are hurting the next day, which I did 2 weeks back. But I'm not going to let fear stop me. I'm not going to let the rules stop me. I'm going to do it because I feel like doing it right now. Environment, I already said that, you know, maybe my intention is to have a more clean house, more clean environment, maybe more calm environment, maybe more spiritual environment. So what kind of environment do you want to have around you? Maybe I want to connect more to the nature this year. Go out for walks, take some fresh air, which leads to health and fitness, actually. Health and fitness, my intention is to be my healthiest version. My intention is to be more mindful of my eating. My intention is to not eat too much chemicals this year, let's say. So be more mindful of what is going in my food, which has been actually my journey for last 3-4 months. I have really got into Ayurveda, and I'm trying to like go more natural and all that. And then intellectual life. So as I'm talking, like, you know, just write whatever comes up to you, what you feel like, whatever your heart is telling you. Intellectual life. So my intention is to learn more about mental health. My intention is to read more books. If there is one specific topic you want to learn about, so my intention is to learn about meditation, which will go into spiritual actually, probably, but you know, like reading more books, learning about a particular thing, maybe about your career, maybe there's another certification you need to write an exam for or something. So my intention is to get that done. Actually, that exam thing might go into skills too. And skills. So for skills, my intention is to learn how to do podcasting. 2 years ago, I had no idea how to do a podcast, and I procrastinated for 1 full year. And then I said, okay, like YouTube, figure it out, do it. So what skills do I need to learn? Then spiritual life. My intention is to be more present, more mindful, meditate more often, learn about meditation. Spiritual life can also be, my intention is to go, so, you know, I usually look at religion and spirituality, 2 different things, but maybe my intention is to be more religiously involved, do more prayers, go to the temple, go to the Gurdwara. Maybe that's your intention, and that's okay, like that's spiritual life.
I'm struggling with the creative one,
Okay.
creative life.
You said earlier that you want to paint more.
Yeah,
You
one
want
of
to get back into painting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what can be your intention then? What do you need to do?
Relaxed mind.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, or it could be that my intention is to spend half an hour in a week on my creative projects. But that's more numbers though. But yeah, to have more relaxed mind or to surround myself by creative activities, people, things. And then in family life. So again, what are your intentions with family? Like I said that I want to, one of my intentions is to go to every basketball game that my kid has. So, that's an intention. It's just there to I want to be there to support him, be there. I missed a few last year. I try to go to all his games, actually, not practice though. But yeah, that's my intention. Or family life, my intention is to have deeper connections in the family. Um, Spend less screen time and more family time, maybe. Have dinner with no screens, anything like that. And then last one is community and charity. So again, I know, Pasna, you already do a lot in the community. Thank you for that, by the way. So yeah, like, how much more? What are your intentions around that? And giving back. Again, giving back can be time, service, knowledge. So how are you? What's your intentions around that? My intention is to be more grateful of all the things that I have and then share them. Or charity could also be, my intention is to consume less, because we live in a world where there's so many things and we are buying all the time. So maybe, consume less, not destroy our planet by consuming all the time. So just let me know when you're done. Rinky's daughter is ready for bed. Did she come to say good night?
No, she asked for hot chocolate, which I had to make, and now she's like, "Oh, I don't want to finish it." But yes, soon.
Yeah, it's 8:40, so almost bedtime. Okay, so are we all done? Okay, so we are going to get into the vision board. And while I open that, if anyone wants to share something in any area, what is coming up, what's the one big intention which kind of puts them all into one? Usually there's one intention that brings all the areas of your life together, and it applies to everything usually. Is there anything that's you want to share? And in the meantime, move over to the vision board. which we're not going to make right now here, but I will give you the resources to make your own. And then we'll talk about it. But yeah, anything anyone wants to share. Okay, so in your journal, there are these questions. I want you to go back and journal on those. Take some time in the next couple days to answer these questions. Why is this intention important to you? So the intentions that you wrote, knowing your why is very important. It's so necessary because those moments when life is just taking over and it's overwhelming and so many things, remembering why helps you stay motivated and stay on track. So why is it so important to you? Does it inspire you? Does it excite you? It has to inspire you and excite you. Otherwise, you got to write it again. You got to come up with a new intention. It has to be exciting. Does your intention scare you? It should not be very scary, because if it feels like, oh my gosh, I set this intention that I'm going to not use my phone and I'm going to be mindful and this is not working, then maybe you need to go back and work on it again. Go back to the drawing board, change it. So ask these questions tonight or tomorrow. Whatever intentions you wrote, ask these questions. By the way, I have the same session tomorrow again. If anyone feels like you want to come back and work on this more, you're more than welcome to join again tomorrow. It's the exact same thing, but it's open. I sent the link for both of those in the email. So is your intention in alignment with your experiences and your goals? And if you know for sure that you can never fail, would you still have the same intentions? So that question I really love, because are you setting these intentions with a little bit of fear and not believing in your magic? Are you skeptical? So if you knew that you will never fail, would you still have the same intention, or would you make something bigger goal, bigger intention? Because maybe your self-doubt is coming in and like, oh no, I don't think I can do that. So let me just write something small. So ask that question. And does it fit into your long-term plan? So that future vision exercise that we did, the meditation that we did, and then we did the experiences and all. So does these intentions you're setting, do they fit into that long-term goal? That long-term goal of, having a successful business, or opening a school for girls, or Nita, you didn't share much, but you told me about the French. Like, is it fitting into that big goal that you have in long-term? The problem human beings face is not that we aim too high and fail, but we aim too low and succeed. So we're setting these small goals and we succeed, and then we're like, now what? So let's aim bigger. Let's believe in ourselves. Let's dream bigger and set those big, big goals, which are scary and audacious. Because only when you have a big, big goal, then you have that motivation to keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, so the rest of this is for you to work on it yourself. You're going to take every single goal that you wrote and you're going to answer these questions. So in health and fitness, let's say your goal is, and I'm going to share Upasana's because she's the only one who told me the health and fitness one, that you want to do yoga and weights, right? So you're going to write here yoga and weights, and then you're going to dig deeper. What feelings come up when you think of this goal? So in your case, you passed out during hot yoga. So there's that fear, right? There's that trauma and there's that fear. So what feelings are coming up when you think of this goal? And then how are your key strengths helping you achieve that goal? How's that going to play a role? So you are a very motivated, dedicated person in your career because you love to help families. How can you take that skill set, that strength, and translate it into your yoga or your fitness goal? And then the why. This goal is important to you because what are your next best steps? So only 3 next steps, because when we look at it, a huge goal, we get overwhelmed. So just 3 small steps that I can take to achieve this goal. So if I want to do yoga, okay, what are the 3 steps? Number 1, do I want to do a class, or I want to do it myself? Right? Okay, I want to do a class. Do I know any yoga teachers? Let me go find a yoga teacher. So, 3 small steps towards that goal. Then what obstacles may arise? It's so important to know that what can stop you, because we all set up resolutions at New Year's when we are half drunk And in the party mode, that's it. From tomorrow morning, I am going to start working out. Tomorrow morning comes, alarm goes off, it's -20 outside. You're hungover from last night. You're like, oh, I'll start from next Monday. So what obstacles can arise? What can come up? To know those, to be aware of what roadblocks will come, will help you then in the next section here, come up with a plan how you're going to deal with that. So you can take this and do it for every single goal. I know it looks like a lot of work, but this is what's going to set you up for achieving that perfect day, that future vision that you saw in your meditation. And if you fell asleep, we can do it again. This will be recorded, so you can go back and, you can listen to that meditation again and do it over and over. Let's get into our vision board now. Okay, so who here has made vision boards before? Okay, Tina has, Upasana has, Rinki has. Okay, were they digital or is it like an actual physical vision board, or is it a digital one? So it's
Mine was on because I need to visually see it in order to feel it.
yeah,
Because like for me, it's more like smell and touch and like see it and visualization. So my vision board was like on the wall.
perfect. Yeah, I love those ones. So my vision board is on the wall, on my phone, and on my laptop background screen. I don't know if you guys saw when I clicked screen share, it was in the back. So there's that on the phone. I don't know how to show it. Can you see it? Like there's on my phone, and then my laptop has it, and then it's right here on the wall as well, but now I'm making a new one for this year. So that I've just started. So yeah, whatever works for you, but here today, I'm just gonna talk about a digital one. And then I'm gonna open it up if anyone wants to have a vision board party. I mean, Montreal people and Calgary people, I don't know how, but I'm talking about a physical in-person vision board party. Let me know and we can get together with our scissors and craft tapes and washi tape and things, and we can do it. I'm open to that. Just let me know. Oh, there's a quote. You start to let go on the day you take one step towards building a new life. The day you make that intention, the day you make that decision, that's when you start to let go of all the obstacles of the pain, the trauma, the limiting beliefs, all that self-doubt, all that's holding you back. Okay, we did these questions. We did those questions. Oh, there was a quote. The greatest act of self-love is to no longer accept a life you're unhappy with. That is the greatest form of self-love for yourself you can do. I refuse to accept this life where I'm unhappy. I refuse to accept it, and I'm ready to change it. I choose to change it. I choose to live a happy, fulfilled life. Okay, let's look at the vision board. So in Canva, and if anyone wants me to send this template to you, let me know. But there's tons of templates on Canva. Has anyone here used Canva before? Never used it? Upasana is okay. Everyone, Nita, have you used Canva before?
I never did.
Okay, that's fine. And Rinki, you've used it. So Canva, you don't have to download the app. You can just go on the web version, just on Chrome, if you just type Canva. And you can just sign up, create an account. It's a free app. It has tons of stuff in free. You can get the paid version. You don't need it, trust me. But you can just go to the web version on Chrome, okay? But I'll go to the app for today's purpose. And then if you just type vision board on the top, there's tons of templates that come up. Find one that talks to you, that you feel that this is the one, but this is the one that I chose for today. And I can send this to you, all of you, but all you're doing is literally taking the things that you wrote today and putting them here. I will also open mine here. This is my last year's. And how do I make it bigger? There, can everyone see that? So this is my last year's. Like I had my self-love journal. I launched it just then. So I wanted to put sales there. So more sales for my journal. I started my membership. So I had membership here, and then I have some quotes, I am enough, and all these little quotes there. I wanted to spend more time by the water and lakes. I wanted to be more mindful, more present in the moment, be here now. Embracing my abundance, belief, self-belief was a big one. So I don't know, I loved that picture. I thought that says self-belief, I guess. Be more grateful for the things I have. I'm standing in my superpower here. I wanted to speak at more events. So I had, in 2022, I spoke at one event. So I had that picture. So I put that on because I wanted to speak more. So, you know, and then I wanted to journal more. So I put some journaling there. Meditation, more meditation by the water would be perfect. Whoever here struggles with meditation, go sit by the water and meditate. It is the best meditation ever. And if you can hear the water, and if you can go sit by the water, then put in some waves, water or music, something, crashing waves or water music. It's the best. So that was mine from last year. So that's what you're doing basically. Where's the other one? There. So this is the one I chose for today. That's a phone background thing. You can insert your own pictures in Canva. I'm going to give a quick tutorial on Canva. Literally just click the, well, if reading is there, perfect. This is perfect for Tina. No, that's earrings. That's not rings. Okay, well, that's earrings. I thought that was 2 rings and engagement and love, but it's not.
Don't worry.
But you can just literally go here and search love and then click on photos and then find a picture, anything, maybe, you know, oh, this one. And you just put it right in here if it lets me. Oh, they have made it using, oh, come on. No, 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 no. Okay. Yeah, this one doesn't have photo frames. But, it doesn't have photo frames. Okay, we'll use mine.
If you click on it and see if it allows you to swap it.
Yeah, it's not, see, it's not a picture frame. They didn't do a picture frame.
Oh,
You know how they do a picture frame? They didn't do that.
I-
So if we go to mine, for example, if I delete this, see, it's a picture frame. So now if I go and put love here, not love, and go click on photos, then I can just pick one and I just click it there. See how it goes there? So that's how simple it is. So what you're going to do is you're going to find pictures. I would really say go to a dollar store and buy this big thing. Okay, that's much better than doing it on, I mean, if you want it on your laptop background, yes, do this, but just go buy one of these and then get up here and show. And then just Google pictures and print them. So what I did is I like literally printed all these words, fearless. So I'm working on my vision board, as I said, creative. And you can just go and Google inspiring words and then print it and then just type it, like print it out and cut it off into little strip, whatever, grateful. And then see, this is what I had cut off, like all these inspiring words, and you can just cut them, put them on your vision board. I have all these other pictures that I printed, Pura Vida. So I want to go back to Costa Rica and get stronger, live longer. Then I have like yoga here because that's one of my big things right now. I want to do yoga. I have food picture because I live to eat. I don't eat to live, I live to eat. So I have food picture here and then I have like little words. So literally just go buy that one big one. This is your creative side. Who wants to be more creative? I bought these cute washi tapes. I love them. I bought these cute washi tapes from Staples. You see? So yeah, just be creative, put nice tapes on it, take pictures. If you want to use your own pictures, go print them out at Walmart or wherever, or even on your own printer. Cut them, put them on your vision board. Be creative. Let your creativity flow. Don't overthink it. But be fearless. So don't let fear stop you. Think big, dream big, do big. Questions? And who wants to do a vision board party? We can do that at my house.
Yeah, it's gonna probably cost me about like $700 to come to you.
Well, we'll make sure that we compensate for that by having so much fun.
Okay, that's like, that is
make it
good.
February-
That's good.
Let's make it February 3rd.
Oh yeah, you're here on February 3rd. So yeah, we're gonna do vision board party when you come.
I
And-
still have lots of leftover materials from last year when I did mine.
Yeah,
I still have the board, like the paper and everything. So I have extra material. If you do it, I'll bring it.
there you go. Yeah, I have this huge room. By the way, everyone who was asking about meditation, that right there is my meditation spot. And no matter what happens, I wake up in the morning, no matter how cold it is. I used to do it in the bed, but well, after Vipassana, I did Vipassana 10 days silent meditation in September. After that, I decided to make my own dedicated spot. So now, even though this downstairs basement is cold, I don't care. I put on my whatever and I come down here. I have a little blanket, and every day I sit there and do my meditation.
And you don't fall asleep with the
Nope.
blankets on?
Nope,
Okay.
not anymore. Not anymore. I used to.
Not anymore.
Some days-
Okay.
Oh gosh, yeah. 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes into my meditation, I was snoring. Not anymore. Some days if I'm tired, yes, it happens. I now meditate every day for 1 hour. And I've been consistent I have actually a chart here, which I track. I did my meditation. This is how you achieve your goals, by tracking them, by rewarding yourself. And I'm going to talk about that in the 3 minutes that we have left.
That was my question. I think consistency and like sticking to it is the hardest part of it.
Yeah, so I have lots of tracking things that I do. I'm not sure if you can see, but there on the right there on the wall, right there is my tracker. I don't know. Right there is my tracker, and I make pretty trackers just so it excites me. And then every day I cross it off, and that feels so good. Just crossing it off that I did my meditation, I did my exercise, I did this. Feels really good. I don't have my, oh, I
I
do.
think I've seen your tracking stuff in in general, but do you find them online or you
Yeah,
like buy something?
you
You
can
can get a
buy.
habit tracker, Rinky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
okay.
get a habit tracker. And you can just like have it with you all the time, because I have it mine in binders, so I can just track it as we go along.
Yeah, just Google habit
Okay.
tracker. There's so many. Even on Canva, just go habit tracker. There's tons of templates and print.
Oh.
Yeah, but this year I decided to go do some creative stuff, and I created my own trackers. So that's for my meditation there. This is for waking up early, for reading, and I created all this. I don't know, I was in the mood. So I did that, and then I color it at the end of the day that yes, I did everything. This stays right by my meditation. So I do my meditation in the morning, then I open it, and the day before, I fill it up. So trackers, which brings me to exactly this. How do you take action? Number one, vision board. Visualizing your goal, your end goal keeps you going. Number two, finding why. You gotta know, why are you doing this? If your why is superficial, if it's just surface level, and if it's not deep enough, you're not going to take action. So it has to be a deeper why. So if your why is, I want to be healthy, what's the deep? Do you want to be one day 80-year-old and be playing with your grandkids? Or just at 80-year-old, do you want to be active? Or do you want to be like, oh, I can't walk and my knees hurt and da 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 da. So what is your why? And then accountability. Be a part of a group where everyone holds you accountable. Use alarms, reminders,
So
accountability.
Sunny, it's like can your why change as like your growth change?
Mhm. Oh,
And you could have more than one why, and then
absolutely.
right? So yeah,
Absolutely.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At 20, when you are 20, your why could be, oh, I want to wear that little mini skirt and I want to look sexy. At 40, your why could be, Well, I want to no, at 35, let's say your why could be, which mine was 5 years ago, I want to
Yep.
be able to play tag with my son because I can't
Mhm.
catch the kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Done so fast. And now at 47, my why is more like, you know what, as I'm getting older, I want to be able to go out and still continue to hike and do things in nature. So that's, and I'm talking only health here. So your why
Right.
evolve as you grow mature, as you become wiser, your why becomes deeper and deeper.
Okay.
Yeah. One big one I really tell everyone, this is the biggest mistake we do, is we create huge goals. So set smaller goals for you, really small. And I'm going micro level here. Micro level goal for working out is I'm going to wake up and put on my exercise clothes. That's a micro level goal. That's it. Your goal is every morning I'll wake up and put on my exercise clothes. That's it. Or my goal is every morning I'll
Can
wake
I
up
go
and
back
do
to bed after that?
I hope not, but you
I was just thinking that.
the idea. I love it.
These are
I
the
love
kind of chore-minded people you like to
like
That was good one, Rinky. That was like
good one.
amazing.
Yeah, or maybe just sleep in my exercise clothes.
There you go.
But maybe, you know what? I'm gonna wake up, put on my exercise clothes, and do 5 squats. That's
Mm,
a very little, small goal. The smaller you make, less resistance from your brain, less resistance from your habits. Because these are 40 years of habits, 35, 50, 45, 47 years of habits. And there's going to be resistance. So to not have that resistance, a small goal. Once you do 5 squats, you'll be like, oh, let me do 5 more. Since I already did 5, let me do 5 more. Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to add in 2 push-ups. And slowly, then it becomes a habit. Goal is to not have that resistance.
So would you say like quantity, like if I versus saying like I'm gonna wake up every day, you say like I'm gonna wake up 2 times a week, or is that like
No,
then goes
you
it counters your consistency then?
yeah, you want to stay consistent. So you want to wake up every day, but instead of saying, let's say you wake up at 7, and instead of saying I'll wake up at 5, say I'll wake up at 6:45. And then slowly move backwards, but stay consistent. All 7 days you do it, but you add only 10 minutes early. Okay, from tomorrow, I'll just wake up 10 minutes early. After 2 weeks you've done it, then you say, okay, you know what, I'm ready to go 10 minutes earlier than that. So smaller goal, but yes, stay consistent, do it every day or 5 days a week, whatever you go set up your goal for. So for working out, if your goal is 5 days a week, make sure you do it all 5 days.
And then you can go back to sleep.
And then you can,
Then
I'll
you
put
can
on
go
my
back to sleep.
exercise clothes and my shoes, and
I
then I'll
did my exercise, and
I
then I
mean,
can go back to sleep
honestly,
now.
it's more of a dream than anything. I almost never sleep in, other than like maybe Sunday. But I wish I dream about it.
well, to dream about it, you have to sleep.
Yeah. And I slept in a lot or during the school break. Like I caught up a lot. Now there's no more sleeping in.
Yeah, yeah. And then lastly, gratitude. So many of us tend to just say, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want to be healthy, I want to be lose weight, I want to exercise, I want to start a business, I want to write a book, I want to do this. And we forget to be grateful for what we already have. When we come from a place of gratitude, we start seeing what we have instead of have-nots. And when we start seeing what we have, our mindset changes and we are like, oh, I don't need to complain anymore. Look at all the abundance I already have. And then it becomes easier to get and attract more abundance in our life and do more things in our life that we want to do. That's all I have. I know it's like way past 9, I think. What time is it? Well, only 5 minutes over. So I just want to end, of course, by letting you guys know, what do I do? How can you work with me? Or now what? What's the next step? How all these questions, how do I meditate? How do I stay consistent? How do I achieve these goals? How do I get over that self-doubt and that anger? And how do I start believing in myself more? How do I heal the trauma? So you can work one-on-one with me. To everyone here, I think I said in the initial thing when you signed up that a 30 minutes coaching call that I'm giving away along with this, a one-on-one coaching call. So tomorrow I'll send an email with the link to book that coaching call with me. It's a 30 minutes one-on-one coaching call. you can do that. But the other big thing is that I am starting a monthly women's circle. Uh, it's called You Unlocked, and all this cool stuff that we talked about, we're going to do in there. We are going to achieve all these goals that we talked about today. We're going to do a lot of healing, tons of meditation. We'll have 2 monthly calls every month. One of them would be a group coaching call, and the other one would be a soul connection session. And I love the word soul connection session. In this, we'll do meditation and some journaling. But I also pull cards, which are messages from our guardian angels. So we'll do all that cool stuff in there. Every month, you will get a journal to dig deep into all these things. There will be a private Facebook community. So, you know, all those people you're looking for, whom you can connect with, the non-toxic people. So people who are here, they will all be in that community. So you can really connect with them. And any future masterclass I do, you get a discounted rate. It's only $29 a month. It's literally like less than your Starbucks. By the way, I'm going to increase the price on February 1st. So if anyone has any more questions, let me know. You know where to find me on Instagram at Sunny_Lamba. My podcast is Authentic Me. And that's it. So if you have any questions about the membership or coaching or anything, send me a message. We can connect. I'll send an email to book our coaching call so that we can chat more on how we can make these goals a reality. Thank you so much for your time. If you have anything, last minute, anything, I know we're over time, but if you have anything you want to say.
Thank you,
Just wanna say
Sunny.
thank you.
Thank you, Sunny.
Yeah,
This was awesome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
it
You're
was
welcome.
good.
I would really, really appreciate if you could send me a testimonial about the masterclass. What did you think? Was it amazing? Give it a 5-star review. No, just send me a message wherever we connect, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Just if you could send me a testimonial, I would not share your name if you don't want me to, but it helps others see how valuable this is so that they can
Sure.
join too. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thank you.
Sorry, it went over time. If you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty.
Sunny.
Talk to you.
you.
Have a
all
good night,
soon.
ladies.
Bye.
Good
Bye. Good
night.
night,
I
ladies.
enjoyed all of you.
Bye.
Thank you. Get to know you good. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.